Hello guys, welcome back to the Cycles podcast with me, your girl Adhiambo, Kisumu City. You're hanging out with me, Maeve Cheryl, and
I feel like I need an interesting intro. You know, as you usually do that, always when I'm on the seat is when I realize, shit, actually you have no intro. If I go back to the episodes, they're all different.
but
Hi,
we
guys.
had one.
Huh?
What it is.
Really? Okay, let me try that.
Okay.
No, I can't say it. I'm so sorry. No, I can't.
Okay.
No, I can't say it.
Go
Hi,
with
guys.
the word you want.
Aisha Chwada here. You already know the vibe, honestly. Yeah, you already know the vibe.
We'll work on it.
Jeez, yeah, I need to do better.
And on this episode, we have a special guest.
Yes.
The funny, the take drum rolls ama niache drama.
Niko mshy
Okay,
guy.
sawa.
Nitaisema jina ama?
Sawa too.
Okay, my name is Esther Kazungu.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a digital activist, and an actor.
Nice to meet you. Nice to have you here on this podcast.
Thanks for having
We're so
me.
happy to have
Welcome.
you. Also, congratulations on your new age. Is it congratulations on your new
On
age?
my
I
Am
don't
new
even
age.
know if we should say RIP because RIP was the vibe.
Because I saw,
Yeah, RIP was the vibe for this
Yeah.
particular.
Yeah,
Yo.
20s are gone.
Wow,
Yeah.
how do you feel?
Poof, dead.
How does that feel?
Sijui.
Oh,
Ego too.
That's
Ego
a
too.
valid
It's something you
answer.
just
Me,
say,
I'm
but
me, I
you
just
wake up
leave
the
it.
same.
Yeah. People usually ask it, so how do you feel? Like, what do you mean? Was I shedding sin?
Yeah.
Like, it's just me. It's me.
Fair enough, yeah.
No,
Can
it's
you
'cause
soul?
the advice Wanjiri was giving her was,
Uh-huh.
Ati, from now on, if she's being called and she's turning,
Uh-huh.
asiturn hivi. Turn pole pole.
Your neck.
When she's leaving
You need
the
to
bed,
watch out.
pole
Okay,
pole.
Oh my
Hiyo
gosh.
sijafeel bado.
Hata kudive hapana. Now you're doing the sexy one where you're walking in pole pole into the
Okay.
pool.
No, but naona najiweka in the face of danger side with borders. Are you insane?
Oh. You know, you live life on the edge, man. Aye.
You know, when I think
Hello.
Boda, I'm not even thinking the danger. I'm thinking the cold right now. Can we
Okay,
talk
yeah.
Boda's December,
Okay, yes.
January?
Yes,
Sahi.
yes,
I'll
honestly,
stay in
yeah.
that traffic. You.
How
I
has it
will.
been?
I will.
How has it been?
No, it's interesting. It's fun. I didn't see myself getting a bike, but here I am. And I, for some reason, I find it easier than driving for me.
Oh.
I thought it was harder. Like in the beginning, I used to say, "Hey, could ride bike?" Definitely way harder than driving, but nearly drive juicy.
Is it
Nikasema,
you who
let
had a
me
police
stick to-
phobia?
No,
Ndio ulikuwa na police phobia ama it's your
mimi ndio
friend?
mkurutu.
Oh.
Bruh. Just like, why you fearing? We have been like the minute you got a bike, you
You
became
signed up for
invisible
it.
to police people.
Yeah, I
Yes.
don't imagine, by the way.
They
Okay.
don't even they never bother with pickies.
And what is it like moving about now with the luggage that comes with it? You have the jacket now, especially since it's cold, the helmet. Even just now, parking is totally different. How to figure out where to put it? Like,
Yeah. So I personally have a storage, like the top box.
okay.
Yeah, so that's why anytime I get somewhere, I just put everything inside there.
Okay.
Except the helmet, because the helmet is for flexing.
Oh.
And then they gotta know. Yeah, and then now everything else it just goes into the box.
Ah,
and,
okay.
yeah.
And do you have to lock it somewhere? It's not like a bicycle, is it? I don't know. I
Like
don't know.
like the bike itself.
yeah.
Well, not necessarily, but I would be at peace if I have the lock.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna
so you
get it
do.
eventually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm
Alright.
gonna get it.
Oh,
Because
prayers.
hey, it's very easy to steal a bike.
Oh my days.
Yeah, like people send those videos, I'm like, I need extra security.
Because you know, you've fika mali, where you've parked it. God forbid, babe. You just sit on the pavement. You're like, so now? No, honestly, it's like, so now. You know, at least when your car has been clamped to na ingia ndani. You're like,
Ingia
You
ndani.
can change your time.
before you figure out how to deal with it. But now if it's got
It's gone.
Yeah.
prayers, blessings.
So let's jump into the first segment of this episode. And what we're going to do is just catch up on some of the interesting things that we have come across the past week or even this week. So I'll start. And the one interesting thing I saw in the news was this priest who died in the lodgy. I'm not laughing.
You are.
Yes, you are.
Okay, but I just...
Sorrows.
No, but me like in vitu zingine, I
Prayers.
just think about them and I'm like, me imagine now you find yourself in such a situation. Hata spina ikaenda kwa nyumba za wenyewe. So nikienda huko alafu mtu anikufie, nitaanza wapi? Nitaanza wapi? But it's just crazy because I think my mom was watching international news. That thing has reached, I think, UEFICA, those levels. And I saw the media council or something was saying how the way the news was brought out, the way it has been circulating was not sensitive, and to an extent it does harm. So I'm just wondering, honestly, priests and nuns wako serious? Hakuna hiyo maneno. Like you have given your life there. It's for real.
For them, I don't know. I guess we'll never know.
Okay, we'll never know. Also, it might not
Yeah.
be for real if they're dying in the lodgings. You know,
Yeah.
it's Nima jokes.
Yeah. Maybe percentage, 50-50.
Like, there's so much to unpack there. Because this morning, I don't know how I found myself on that part of YouTube, but I was watching a documentary about a certain ESPN journalist and just how she was trashing different black men. And then the situation of Nia Long's husband and his affair was brought to the light and everything. So I sit down and I really think about it. With a lot of these situations, the guy is, apart from the Lewinsky one, the guy is usually like, puts at the front of the situation. So I get what they mean when they say they were very insensitive about how they put it, because again, the internet is bound to make a joke out of everything.
sure.
Look at us talk about the 5 sugar daddies, RIP, that found themselves at the bottom of the ocean. So for this particular guy, I don't know who the lady is. I don't know what the situation is like, especially when you've sat down to vow. You take the oath. It's called the oath of celibacy.
Yeah.
I cannot speak on that situation. There's so much to unpack.
So
Much to unpack.
Esther, what caught your attention? What would you prefer? Do you like people calling you Esther? Do people call you Esther?
My family only, because now we are all Kazungus.
Okay, wow.
Okay.
Anyway, for me, it was that story for that company that undressed their employees, their female employees. It was like, so, like you sat down in your office and decided you have to find out who threw a sanitary in the wrong bin. And then you went and told people, come, let's gather here. And then you told them, undress. And you didn't see anything weird with that. Like, that was crazy. I was shocked. That was crazy.
And it was a female boss. You know, it's a female who made
I
people
don't
do
know.
that. Yeah, I saw.
Bruh.
It was a female.
You know, on the other side, I'm trying to think about it. What kind of level of fed up do you have to have gotten to when it comes to that? Now, for me, I'm trying to put myself in that other lady, particular lady's position. It was a lady I would never... Okay, first of all, that was very wrong. That was out of pocket. So, but I'm trying to think through her optics. Like, what got you there? What got you that fed up? Have you been working around women that have been doing this regularly to the extent where you're fed up and now the media is just getting a totally different story? Or, again, no excuse for it. But what kind of level of fed up do you have to be in?
But you guys, we had a similar incident in high school. I think...
Which is what I was about to mention. High school has shown us everything. Now imagine leaving that situation in high school and then going to the workplace and then finding civil adults on payroll that ideally should be able to handle their hygiene, and they just won't.
Insane.
Oh my gosh.
As we had there was a bog situation. So she called a parade. The principal at the time called a parade. Everyone from Form 1 to Form 4 to find out who bogged in the rental kill. I don't even know how exactly it landed up.
Wait, so this
but
it was put in someone's box.
Not box. It was in the rental kill bin. So I don't know. This is a Quaker pad. So I don't know how it reached there. But now she called us. It was a crisis. She wanted to find out what's going on.
Wait, what was in there? I'm so
Bog.
lost.
Poop.
Oh. Is that slang? Okay, let's move along.
No, that's how
swiftly.
we used to call it, and it's like the cleanest way I could say it.
Okay.
So that's how we were called, and then it became we were in the middle of exams. So it became a 2-day nini. Mavitu yani every akitafuta. Now ilikuwa drama until she took all the female teachers to go clean the toilet nini, only to find out it was cat poop.
Okay, wait.
Wow.
First of all, you don't have to have owned a cat to know what it looks like.
I don't understand what was happening, honestly. And then now to discover that it was cat poop and we endured all that for those 3 days just over that. Insanity. But
I
anyway,
don't even...
on some, if I was to hear the lady's story wa kuambiana watu watoe nguo, ningemwelewa to some extent, because wenyewe watu wanaweza kudrive insane. Aisha, what caught your attention?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Unfortunately, I have been working back to back. I've been a zombie. Have you seen what's the painting called? Blue Monday? Is it Monday Blues? There's a famous
about.
Yeah.
Look at Esther trying to
there's a
pay
famous
attention.
painting. You guys know it, I promise. There's a famous painting of a babe. You know how we would sleep with like a tank top and maybe like one boob is out or something. But the background is
know
blue.
it.
She's in a white vest. And
Oh, in the bed, tired.
yes, it's either
Ati
called
inaitwa nini? Blue?
Monday Blues or Blue Monday. I'm not so sure. Don't hold me on that. But that's literally what my week has been like. So I have not had much time. That one I came across though. The one about R.I.P. to his soul, the pastor. And Also, this one I heard of, but just in passing. I haven't had a chance to have the conversation. But damn, yeah, not yeah. I've just been fumes, man. Jeez.
So Kazungu.
Ume struggle.
Well, I really wanted. There's something I'm very interested in, and it's a story I've seen about you on Edgar Barry. I just hope you.
Whoever starts a statement like that.
No jokes. I wanted to prank her,
Maeve.
but she's given me such a serious look at time. It's a lie. It's nothing from
No,
Edgar
but
Barry.
still, no, even if it is,
For real.
I think I already know all of them.
Oh, I don't.
Okay, it's not kufikia.
Unfortunately, I don't know any.
Okay, it's not kufikianga mbio mbio. Someone is just like
there's
send
usually my
link.
friend,
It's
because
how?
I'm not in the group.
Yeah.
So my friend is always like, no, yeah, me posted. I'm like,
Hey.
girl.
Sorry.
Okay.
But you've actually been there. The first time you were there, only panic.
The first time I was there was during that Fenty shenanigans.
Oh, so it was just like fashion related.
I was it wasn't. It's because I took another someone anyway. Shauri zake.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on to
Ulisikia heart
No,
rate
alinichokoza and then sasa zile nika
Retaliated,
back
yeah.
akaanza akaenda kwa Edgar.
Oh.
Na akakatakata yani they really chose what to send
What
to
to
Edgar.
post.
Like they didn't post the part where they're the ones who came to my inbox.
Oh.
And this person even like created 3 extra pseudo accounts because I kept blocking them.
You have
Nikasema,
time.
unatoa
What the
wapi?
hell, man?
crazy. Anyway, now Saju hiyo imechoma.
Sorry.
Imeungua.
Sorry.
But I was
My
panicking,
bad.
nilikuwa nadhani hata unaweza walk out of this interview.
Nah.
Nikasema acha tukae
Hapana. Me I'd be like, Abu niambie because I don't know. Abu tell me this new one.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah.
On live. Yeah.
Yeah, I love you. Anyway, when did you start these videos? You're popular for what are these? Honorable Madisha. You're popular for those videos. So when did you decide this is what I want to do? Ama ata how did that idea come about?
I didn't decide. It was decided for me. I'm kidding.
Okay.
But so I was watching kitambo sana. I was watching Trevor Noah. So he's the one who actually made me know about Akina Malema, Akina Honorable Ndlozi. So sorry.
Bless you.
Guys, corona.
Bless you. Ama yeye yambiangi.
Bruh.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway. So when he started talking about them, that's when I looked them up. Kuona kwani kuna hao watu wanaongea hivi for real. And they did exist. So this was way back in 2015-16 thereabout. So fast forward to 2020 when everyone was getting on TikTok. I was on TikTok to Kitambo when it was Dream Musically. So I just revived my account. I was like, oh, let me keep posting then. And then there was this particular trend where people are imitating like music videos, scenes from movies, series. And I remembered, I know these videos from South Africa.
Yeah.
So let me recreate that. I didn't even think it would go anywhere.
Yeah.
Because I thought probably people have seen these videos. So I posted it, it went viral, and then people started asking for more. That's how I continued. I was going to post one and then we're
then
done.
forget
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, so people were like, do more, do for this country. They kept tagging me in videos, so I just recreated them. At first I was not doing like the speech, I was just doing the fights.
Yeah.
And then when the fight started getting, like, what do you TikTok wanaifanya nini? Like just banning the videos.
Yeah.
So hizo community guidelines
and
strikes.
everything.
So I decided
Flagging
now
them.
to
Is it
do.
flagging?
Sorry?
Is it flagging, Ama?
Yo, whatever it is. Yo, but they are making them not seen.
Yeah.
So I decided let me go the dialogue way, and that's because I got the idea from this creator called Tadias Official. I think he's South African. So he was doing this the dialogues in Kasama. Oh, by the way, it's still in the same line. It's Parliament. Let me also do. So that's how I started now doing the dialogues, and it was at least those ones are not getting like flagged because it's dialogue. It's not people physically fighting. And then now here I am.
And at this point in time, were you like in an office? Where were you work when it comes to work?
I had quit my job.
Ah, okay.
I'd quit my job like I think 3 months before. Okay, ni 3 months. Sijui count chana nayo. Okay, let me just say the month.
Kwani hapa ni watu wa math.
Mwalimu wa math. Sasa ananicheka. Oh my gosh. Anyway, in April, it was right after the pandemic hit. I quit my job. Like, when we started working from home, nikaona, kumbe I can go back to content creation. Because I started content creation in 2016, but I took a break huko 2018, 2019 because of work. So when we started working from home, nikaona, this is actually possible. Natoka tu hapa kwa desk, naingia hapa studio. So it's very easy. Because what was stressing me, because the plan was to have a job and
content
creation.
Yeah.
But now most of my time was being spent at work. And it's a media house, so it's taking, like, it's not 8 to 5 per se, it's 8 to whatever time I finish my job. And then now I spend a lot more time kwa barabara, and then by the time I get home, I'm tired, I just want to sleep. So when we started working from home, your commute,
It was
out of the picture. So it's just bam bam.
You and your time and
Nikarudi
everything.
pole, so the insights nani started coming back up, and then I told myself, okay, I think it's time I say goodbye, because the plan was not, you remember, you know that quote where they say when you wake up in the morning and you keep asking yourself, do I really need this job?
Yeah.
I used to ask myself every day. So I was really not at a happy place working. So when the pandemic hit and there was like some back and forth to your stories ado, nikasema by this must kaeni na uko na hizo pesa zenyu. So I quit, and then I told myself content creation is plan A to Z. This time let me do it again, but let me be more consistent than I was last time and see where it takes me. Between your April na the first Parliament video, I had only one collaboration with a brand, and that was it. And I was like, guy, so now what do we do? Like in my heart I know I don't want employment. But then why is this not giving me results? So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about it? But eventually, now when the video went viral, yani, I've never looked back. It was like brand collaboration after brand collaboration continued. I've never lacked. I'm grateful.
And have you ever gotten to a point where, despite the fact that you are in a confident space and you've never lacked, do you ever get imposter syndrome?
Na joke. Nimekufua fully.
Her joke, even though you
Sorry,
have you ever
Aisha,
gotten like
continue.
imposter syndrome or
Always.
feel like tapping out at any point in time for whatever
Always.
reason?
I don't know if it stops. I don't know how other creatives are, but I feel like for me, I never had to get to a point where, okay, now I believe in myself forever. No, it's one day you're fine, one day you think you are everything, you are the ish, you are one of a kind, and the next day you're like, mini nani hapa, you know, Mwalimu wa maths maybe was right. It's like,
Mwalimu wa maths, by the way.
naenda wapi?
Mwalimu wa maths.
So it's never ati nimefika na nimefika.
Yeah.
It's not a destination. Some days I'm good, some days I'm just like, guy, what am I doing? Am I going to do this forever? Is it a must? Am I really sure this is the path I'm gonna like be on for the longest? How do you know? So imposter syndrome never ends. I think
There's one thing I want to hear from you though. It's this point when your video has hit, the brand collaboration came, and then after, you know, usually when you quit something and then you start something else, there's always an assumption that it's going to work, you know, and then in the middle of it, just life shows you otherwise. So I just want to know how you navigated that period where there are no brand deals in sight and you're panicking whether the decision you made is the right one and all those things.
So fortunately for me, I was living with my brother, and he had a very good job. So most of the bills, he's the one who took care of them. And I decided to take advantage of that, because if I had a family, I would not be able to quit my job.
Yes.
So me, I was taking advantage of the fact that, you know what, you're young, you've not started your family yet, so quit now, because if you don't quit now, you will never quit.
Yeah, for sure.
And then now the before I posted that viral video, the night before I was actually like in tears. I was done. I was just like, guy, it's not like it's
not
the
giving.
content is not content. It's
Oh
not
my.
giving. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. I'm supposed to be famous by now.
Yeah.
So I was at a bad place. I cried the entire night. My sister was so helpless. Anashanga sana niambia
Ati
nini because
utasaidia
hakuna
aje.
kitu anaweza niambia sijasikia. All those picture quotes, keep going, you never
my-
know.
yeah.
I've had all of them. It's not happening. I always tell people that's like I describe to people what that time felt like. You see that photo where there's usually this guy mining and then there's like a thin wall
Iko
between
karibu.
him and
Endelee tu.
the diamond and then me give up.
Yeah.
So that was me, but then like you never know when you're on this side. That's the thing. So I had cried. But the following day I just told myself, let's record this video and
Keep
tuendelee tu
going.
na maisha.
Yeah.
And then my sister was really, every time she talks about that period, she is very proud of the fact that I
Woke up.
stood up, like took my camera, with the worst of feelings in my heart, and I'm just not in it.
Yeah.
And I still recorded that video and posted it.
Yeah.
Like she's the one person who's was very genuinely happy when my video went viral, and always she always remembers it, and it gets her so emotional. Yeah.
I'm also getting emotional over here.
Yeah.
Because that was me yesterday night. Honestly, even me, where we are at now, we're looking for these brand deals and this whatnot, and podcast is a passion project. And we're looking to break ground. But sometimes I feel like, Jesus, I'm trying, I'm reaching out, I'm shooting shots, they're not going through. I'm just like, God, what's happening, man? And every time I scroll on Instagram, it's, oh my God, your breakthrough's on the corner. I'm like, which corner?
Where?
Which corner?
Can we
What are you
get a
talking about?
tracking number?
Yeah,
Because
but at least you had your sister to talk to. Now, personally, I don't like to tell my mom, oh my God, I'm stressed, I'm frustrated because stucky. So those ones I bear on my own. So go and nikulia, tunalia properly. After we wake up, we come to the podcast recording, just waiting for a chance like the one you got. So I feel like God's speaking to me.
Yes,
He's
yes.
around the corner.
Yes,
So Aisha,
around the
yeah,
corner,
ako
for
hapa
sure.
around
Oh,
to come
gosh.
through. So now we move to the next segment. Thank you so much for sharing that, which is to share some of the superstitions we had while growing up. And I'll let you start first because we unakaa kona mingi.
Jamani.
Hata unakaa superstitious.
Oh my gosh.
Ah, it's not
What
the-
is superstition unakaaje?
Hivyo tu vile unakaa.
Okay.
Kazunguzungu hivyo.
Wow. Wow.
Jokes. Haya. Go
Anyway,
first.
Aya. This is a common one, I think.
Mhm.
Like when a black cat crosses your path, it's bad luck.
Lakini all cats are bad luck. Tuseme tu.
Ah,
Are you a cat parent?
Why were we bonding over this as children? Now that I think about it, I feel like a lot of the ones we're gonna say here are so common. But why were we bonding over this? My God.
'Cause a black
But yes,
cat.
I've heard that one as well.
Uh-huh.
Okay, black cats are they're really just living, they're just chilling, and just because of their color, tunawabagua.
Me, you na believe. Any
Guy.
cat,
Really?
in fact, is
You're not a
bad
cat
omen.
person, are you?
Those
Esther,
things
you're a
are
cat
bad
person?
omen.
No, I'm not, but I don't mind them. Like I'm not
Okay.
a pet person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, dogs don't do something for you? Aki, they make
From
me so
afar.
happy.
Sindio? Utaiona
Really?
itakuwa mrembo
I'm
lakini,
such an animal person. Wow.
Yeah,
I'm just
Isha.
allergic to cats, so.
Oh, that's the only reason.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
just stay away. And also, cats are a lot. I find like
if
I don't tell everyone this, but cats I find are a lot like babes. Like well, only them when we
Cat-
want you,
cat.
when we need you. Other than that, don't touch me, don't look at me. I'm better than you. Ugh. Dogs, no matter what watakupenda tu. Me, I like that. I feel like dogs are a lot like guys.
But if the worst comes to the worst, I think I'd keep a dog, honestly.
I'd prefer a cat because they're not needy.
Aye.
Cats are like they're like gods. They're just like
yeah,
okay,
it's
if
only
I
when
need
they
you,
need
I'll
you for
come.
food.
But
And if not that, another house is getting fat, they come over later on. Like 2 weeks later, they were catered to there until they realized, I kind of miss this human. Or, okay, mumeshinda mkinipatia nyama, today ndo mnaona mtanipatia mboga narudi mali nimetoka. I was eating there as well. So cats are such survivors.
they're babes.
They're babes. Cats are babes, according to me though.
Higher, yours?
You know, this one is not even growing up. This is just one of those things I heard. I'm 26. In my 26 years of being a woman, I had never heard it before until some certain day I was at an audition. And then some babe randomly tells me, pick your bag up, don't put it on the floor.
Oh,
And I was just like, okay, she's not giving me a reason why. I thought she meant like hygiene, this, that, nini. My bags, I try my best because I'm always carrying luggage. If you guys see on my Instagram story and everything, I always have a lot of luggage because I'm shoots, this, that. I just always have a lot. So it would be selfish of me to deny someone a seat and put my bag there. That's just always how I've looked at it. And if I put it on the floor once, why am I going to put it on my lap? Come on. Come on. But apparently, I actually went on Google and I read it. It's just one of those feng shui kind of things. Energetic feng shui. It's like some
feng
gosh,
shui.
babe. You give me a minute to circle back to what exactly feng shui is, so I don't misinterpret.
Okay.
But it's something to do with just balancing the different energies or something. Oh gosh, I'll get the definition.
Okay.
But it's like ancient Chinese. Okay. The Chinese still practice a lot
feng
of that.
shui.
I digress. So it's just one of those things where you can't actively energetically speaking, the floor is low, dirty, whatever, all of that. So now you can't put whatever carries your money on such a low kind of vibration. It always has to be elevated. So it has to be on your kind of level or above. So if I have my bag here, it's either here or on my armrest, but not on the chair or even on my lap. So it's just one of those things. And it wasn't the first time someone told me something about a bag. I just never knew where it came from until I had this conversation now with a friend. Shout out to Barbara. And she was one who was telling me, and that's when I started reading about it. And apparently it's global. It's not just China or anywhere. It's just, again, in Turkey. If you visit Turkey, a lot of babes will tell you that. I did not know.
Aisha, I left my bag on the floor at home.
Babes,
to go broke.
mimi mwenye ni learn lesson. I'm so sorry. It's a bad habit, but I will no longer be putting my money or representations of my money like my M-Pesa is here on my lap. Okay. My money banking is here, but my cards, whatever, we're not doing that.
Okay. Yeah, I had that even.
I've seen it on Twitter. My bag is on the floor.
Even right now.
Collaborations are not coming.
Oh my God, you're an evil person. What you say? That's why the brand collaborations are not coming. You're a devil.
This one personal.
This podcast has ended here.
He was right.
No, but now we're gonna be each other's accountability buddy. I'm gonna tell you, Maeve.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me, Aisha.
I'll text
because
you.
it's such a bad habit. I'm always with luggage.
Where's my
I
bag?
don't like you.
You see? So it's just not that we grew up with it, but ladies globally actively follow this, and it's just one of the things that comes to them as like second nature, and I had no idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for me is when we were kids, ati mtu akikuruka kama umekaa chini, ati utazaa mtu kama yeye.
Sasa nilikuwa na watu wangapi wewe?
Sorry.
Okay, it's like we're hitting back. I'm sorry.
It's okay,
anyway, sasa huko shule wale watu walikuwa na makamasi na nini, walikuwa wanapenda kuruka watu, nilikuwa nakasirika.
Was that like a theme while you looked at the state of health as a benchmark?
Sasa nizae mtoto wako na makamasi. Nilikuwa navuruta hivi naambia nianduke because niliambiwa that's the remedy. And do what you've done because me, there's no way I'm giving birth to someone who has
oh my days.
mucus dangling on their head.
How did I not remember that one? Because
aki tulikuwa tunakosana na ama ukiniruka hivyo mguu yako hapa nitakutandika.
break you.
Hiyo nini umefanya wewe? I took those things so seriously.
Break time mlikuwa mnakaanga chini mrukwe.
Sasa tumekaa tu alafu mtu anajifanya aoni njia nyingine ya kupita ati ananiruka.
I had such an active childhood because I feel like every break on lunch unakula 2 minutes ilikuwa kati rounders stick of death at some point.
But hizi ni nursery hata tukua active hivyo sana. Most of the time tulikuwa tunakaa in groups tunasengenyana.
Now I feel like I had such a traumatic childhood because I can't actively remember that.
Sorry girl, sorry. Another one I had was whistling at night. My dad used to warn us against whistling at night and counting coins at night as well.
Counting coins, babe.
Yeah, hakuna kuhesabu pesa usiku. Hata pesa hakuna kushika pesa usiku. Sijui
pesa ama just the one that jiggles.
Coins hakuna. So whistling ilikuwa because someone might mistake you for a thief ama you might be calling. Because thieves communicate through whistling at night. So labda wako hapo kwa nini alafu wewe whistle wafikirie wewe ni signal wamepewa. The coin once jimbona. Sijui coin ilikuwa kwa nini. Sikuelewa hiyo.
Hakufikiria upige simu uulize.
Kumuuliza. Asa alikuwa anatuambia hapo in person. Plus nilikuwa young sana hata singeweza kunini.
Wow.
Ingine yako?
There was okay.
Usijifanye sasa
nafeel ni kama hizi zenyu nakasirika because how did I not remember this one?
I did not know this one at all, yani. I learned at 2 weeks ago.
Ya ku whistle? Oh, your bag.
No, your bag.
Because I'm trying to think of something I truly believed, yani hadi ilikuwa inanifanya niogope.
Yeah.
Because for example, the other one I was going to say was like hizo ni zenye tuliona kwa book ya English na sikuwa na yamini. But the one for like having an owl outside your house, that means someone has died,
or someone is going to die,
or someone is going to die. But sasa nikashanga owl tunatoa wapi?
Jaiona owl
like it's
Nairobi.
not relatable. That's
owl
like, hii nimegoogle sasa ina relate na
lakini mimi nikiona ndege kwa building ya wenyewe nasema hapo kuna mtu anaenda kukufa. Mimi nilibelieve
like ndege yoyote like
sawa wewe mimi siko na owl tutatoa wapi?
Where's a bird supposed to chill in CBD though? Like sio
ona kwanza wacha hizo za Nyayo Stadium, nilikuwa najua everybody anaingia kwa stadium atakufa zile marabu
na ile okay, how do I being shot on by a bird?
Did that ilikuwa good luck?
That on me, I heard it was like bad luck or something, and it happened to me once. Alafu ulikuwa umeshuka zile mlazo, you know, washing it out your hair is not as easy. Umeshuka tu mlazo nini. It was just a bad day for me.
Ninyi mko mnangojea birds za white zinapita alafu mnaanza kulia kikakamia ndo mpate vitu za white kwa kucha.
That's not familiar.
Tulikuwa tunaziona
actually familiar.
tunachant alafu next week kuna mtu ako naye alafu mimi nishaipata. I think nishaipata. But kuna mwingine hapo anaipata alafu alikuwa analia. Kuna vitu zingine za white na sijui squeeze sijaiona.
See, that was just showing you were deficient in something.
Wewe.
Yeah. Actually
ilikuwa birds za white. Ilikuwa blessing. Alafu kulikuwa na hii my sister used to be my worst enemy growing up because she used to scare us proper. There's this one for these cats who usually zinalianga meow. Alafu at some point zinatan kama watoto wadogo.
Yes.
So alikuwa anatuambia,
oh my gosh,
when they cry like that, don't put your feet down. Oh no, the moment we hear them kwa kitanda, any surface you can find.
It's one of the biggest reasons I don't fuck with cats that much.
Sasa unaona same. Like, how can I love such things after I've been traumatized like that?
I swear to God. And also cat lovers worry me. Like, how do they actively mishandle you like that? Because cat lovers always have like scratches all over.
Can you imagine?
But they still love that cat. Like, how are you so comfortable with being that manhandled?
Even then the cat owners, sorry, the cat owners are watching. Acha tusiseme kitu.
Oh yeah,
Haya, the last one was Stimos kipotea.
Babe, kuna kadhaa.
Mimi nakwambia wewe
ni kama
was everything okay?
Sister alikuwa anatupeleka mbio. Stimos kipotea and then tunatumia lantern. Hiyo vitu zilikuwa zinaitwaje? Ilikuwa inaitwa lantern. Kwa Kiswahili inaitwa?
Sijui, sisi tulikuwa tunatumia tu mshumaa. Mshumaa ni kando.
Sisi tulikuwa tunatumia ile iko na glass.
Ile ya kerosene.
Hiyo. Sasa unaona hizo mkiwasha, ukiona shadow kwa wall. Okay, sorry, sijui mbona ninajifanya hivyo. Ukiwasha uone ni juu mnyi kwa mnatumia mshumaa sasa.
Sasa unadhani hatuna shadows?
Hiyo shida zenu. Sasa mshumaa inatoa shadow aje? Hizo zinatoa shadow proper. Sasa atukiangalia hiyo shadow yako for long ama ucheze na itakuslapu kufe. Sasa nilikuwa like no shadow
yako. Like Peter Pan or something.
For real. Yeah. Na mimi nilikuwa na hiyo shadow nikiangalia hivi natoa ama nafunga tu macho mpaka stima zirudi.
Aki babe, I feel like your sister had an agenda to traumatize you.
Sister yangu alitraumatize.
Like all of these.
Plus I just knew hata ghost ikitokea I'll just run to her because hata ghost zitamuogopa juu. Sio na mtu scary.
Hizo stories za marohani nao ni kitu tofauti. That one.
She was But plus I used to feel safe when she was with us because if you're wicked like this, even that ghost will be scared of you. So I'm safe. If you know she's watching, like right? This, let her watch. Sasa tumegrow. Ni ukweli ulikuwa unanishtua.
Why though?
I don't know. I think it's a thing people just like to do to kids. And then now when kids come to you and call up, una feel wow.
When you nafanya
sasa hao watoto wake nafanyanga hivyo. Naweza kushtua alafu akianza namchukua na mbembeleza nasikia yes.
Me I'm so kama kuna kitu sijai nyuma ni usingizi. Steam ikipotea even if it's 6 nalala tu mpaka the next day. Sinaga pressure. Even if it comes at 9, 10, 11 meamka you guys keep watching TV. I'm asleep. That's not my problem.
Yeah, thank you guys for sharing your superstitions. Umeficha zako.
No, I had like one. I even feel
na umelearn moja.
Babes, I feel like we need to unpack a lot. Uko na aje mob?
Me nilikuwa na interesting childhood. Sema sasa nyinyi mligrow up boring household. Wewe wacha wewe.
That's what we're calling it.
I just grew up in an interesting home.
Therapy babes.
Therapy. Sasa nacheza na shadow
vibaya sana. It's 2023.
She's not a safe space. Esther is not. Umesikia Kenya ameniambia?
Ni lakini si msha retaliate we are even.
Mimi sija retaliate.
No, you're one.
No, mimi niliretaliate. Mimi nilimuuliza kwa nini watu wangapi walikuruka wewe?
Hiyo tuko sasa level ground.
Ami bado yangu lazima Ntajua tu penye nitakushikia. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Be sure to share some of the superstitions you heard of while growing up that made you scared. Kama uko na mingi kama mimi ziweke zote.
Don't worry, it's a safe space.
Also, thank you so much, Esther, for honoring our invite. Thank you especially for sharing your story, because for Cycles, the reason why I started it was for people to sort of believe in themselves also, and to just start things. Just start. Even if you don't know what tomorrow will look like, even if you don't know how it's going to work out in the end, just do it. And this is what we've been doing ever since Cycles was born. And even Aisha, this girl here, the first episode we did with her, she's like, delete your toa nini. I was like,
Okay, I'll tell you what exactly we're talking about. No. It was one thing. The day will come and we'll have that conversation. But it was one thing, and I'll tell you and you'll see why.
Okay. Sawa. Umejidefend. Anyway, guys, see you on the next episode. Thank you. Bye.